has Guts, which she's better when fighting stronger enemies than she is when fighting weaker enemies. It gets +1 attack for each rank in lances he has above E. So that means that if you want to use him as a mage, it's still very worthwhile to train him in lances. Also, you can now check the weapon experience and how close you are to each weapon level. Alan gets +1 ranges with staves. It's a very basic ability, but it's really good. Wade gets Bloodthirst, which he does more damage if his HP is higher. Being a fighter, that's generally very likely, but it also means that you kind of have to keep him healed up to make him keep going. And Lot gets Iron Bodied, which is the opposite of that. He gets more defense the higher his HP is, which makes him very tanky. He's a very tanky warrior. Also, the focus between Lot and Wade is that Lot is a fast warrior with a fast and defensive warrior, while Wade is a strong and accurate warrior. So that's a bit of a unique take on them. Diet gains a bonus to his damage and hit when he's staying on a tile that gives terrain bonuses. So if he's on this forest here, he'll get a buff on the plains and he's weak. Echidna has the opposite of that, where she gets a boost if she's on open terrain. So they both have their uses like that. Shana gets Savior. It's a very basic skill, but it's exactly what you want from her. She can rescue units and not suffer a penalty. I have to change this to what Chad's actual skill is. Because it's not pass anymore. It's the thing. Boars gets Towering Knight, where he deals more damage based on his constitution minus the enemy's constitution divided by 2. So as you can see, he has 14 con, and if we look at you out here, so he does 1 extra damage to this bandit. He does 7 divided by 2, so 3. Yeah, 3 extra damage to those two. So yeah, he's pretty beefy. One thing, while I've always liked skills, one of the things that I wanted to do was to essentially remove RNG dependency on skills. Also, look at all this interesting movement tech you can do in this game with like shoves and rescues and all of that to set up like a double kill for Walt. Walt gains experience so quickly just because it's like he's great for setting up. Okay, so here's the check. Oh. Oops. Didn't skip over it, though. But we're going to change this to close it so that we keep in this conversation. Text process. Run the make hack. Yeah, I believe I've talked at length about my feelings about Fire Emblem. And I very much am not. Okay, look, I haven't played Three Houses. I can't speak on that one. I can speak on Fates and I can speak on Awakening. And in my feeling, those games didn't live up to it. But also, if you got into the series from those games, it's totally fine. And I think that Fates actually had some very good gameplay decisions that it made. And I would say that comfortably. Like, if I think about a lot of the weapons having different effects while not being breakable, sure, that makes sense to me. I don't find weapon durability to be a very interesting tactical thing for consideration because if I'm going to be honest, the majority of players don't think about what their weapons can do and what to spend now. They just buy a whole bunch of fucking iron swords and use a whole bunch of fucking iron swords because they're plentiful and cheap and you don't need anything more than that. I appreciate it when I get a game that, like... how have I put this? Like, I think Chapter 10 is probably one of the best chapters in Fire Emblem and one of the best defensive maps. I would say that another one of those really good defensive maps is in, what's the map that I really fucking love? I think it's in Radiant Dawn. There are a couple maps that I really do just adore the shit out of. And, like, the very basic answer is it's because it offers a whole bunch of tactical flexibility and things you've got to respond to. Oh, yeah, Alicia's Gambit. Alicia's Gambit is such a fucking good map. I love that map. Okay, I'm gonna move the what to the next line. Okay, first roll, so let's go. Yes, you two, remove this A. Remove this what. Add what the priest says. Let's save, and that should make that much better and also be much thinner. Yeah. No, the thing I love about Alicia's Gambit is that you can beat Alicia's Gambit in like 1 or 2 turns. Like, it's so well designed that you have an amount of time, but there are enough rewards on the map, there's enough, like, tactical flexibility that you have, that you can win the map in basically 2 turns. Mostly through abusing Ha, yes, but, like, he's an option. But, like, there's so much you can do, so much you can plan around. I love the, battle experience system, because it gives me a reason to go fast. That's not for ranking. It's like, hey, if you do it fast, you get all this experience, you can distribute. Done! Great! Sounds awesome to me. So, I really like, that design of the system. I love Alicia's Gambit as a map. I think the map design is great. I think a lot of the enemies are great. You know, it's one of those maps that you can come back to time and time again. And you just, like, the layout is great. So we can change this to a fucking line. Come on. You're not coming with us. Blue. But Oh wait, Ray is Rye now. I gotta change that. But Ray, Rye. Yeah, like that's the thing. I don't hate Awakening. I don't hate Three Houses. I dislike Fates because I believe Fates is a game that strikes me as the kind of game that was made by people who didn't know why Awakening was a success. And so we're just going to throw everything that made Awakening good in there and not think about what has to be in there and for what reason. So we have the kid characters, even though it doesn't make sense to have the kid characters because the plot doesn't really, you know... Like, Awakening's plot made sense for the children because it was a time travel story. FE4 made sense for the kid characters because it was a story about generations. FE Fates has the kids because it was popular, and it was like, no, that's just dull. It's just really boring. And so many people talk about, it's like, oh, but I love being able to... I'm trying to position my microphone the best way so that you guys can hear me the best. A lot of people talk about how it's like, yeah, you can dislike time travel, whatever. The point was a justification. I've never beaten either one. I mean, my YouTube channel has uploads of my playthroughs of the previous, of some previous FE games, so you can always watch those. Or just play them. I think they're... Oops. Unrecognized control code box 1. Fucking hell. One lowercase. Save. Yeah, I think the series is worth going through again. It's definitely very enjoyable. But, like, I've always had an issue when people use what game other people got into the series with as a way to attack them. Like, haha, you got in with Awakening? Awakening is such a newbie game. It's dumbed everything down, and it's like, motherfucker, you got into the series through Fire Emblem 7, and guess what? That's what Fire Emblem 7 was. Also, Fire Emblem 7 isn't very good. Like, I've gone over the reasons why I think FE7's story is quite bad. And ultimately, I don't think the gameplay truly holds up. Well, I mean, the gameplay's fine, I should clarify. I don't think the map design necessarily holds up, because, I think I've always mentioned this, but I really like how in FE6 each nation is sort of characterized by their units, and the units that are there make sense. So when nomads show up, it's either because you're at Sakai, or they're specifically talking about hiring Sasaiyan mercenaries. Sakaian mercenaries, I should say, not Sasaiyan. Um, if there are Pegasus showing up, they're either deliberately you're in Ilya, or they're deliberately talking about hiring Ilyans. You know, Dragon Knight shot where burns are, where burn is. It's not like we just fucking spray them around willy nilly. We don't just fucking randomly spray around an entire army of monks and say that they belong to the fucking Black Fang, who are a mercenary organization, but have an entire church for whatever reason. I don't really know or understand why, but sure is. You know, I'm not throwing pirates into the Burn army because the Burn army wouldn't have pirates. Why would it? You know, pirates would be found. Yeah, I'm not going to throw pirates onto this map because why would there be pirates in specifically a landlocked settlement, which is Arafat? Even the units that you do find on this map, like for example, you get Myrmidons and Sassayans and Nomads. Yeah, this first of all, this place is close to the border of Burn and also the border of Sakai. So they can either be bandits who crossed over and were captured at the border, or they could be mercenaries that were held there. But all the people up in the upper quadrant, over here, which I'm now running my map over, all the people here are prisoners. So they're all ill-fitting for the rest of the map, which is soldiers. You know what I mean? Like, FE7 just has such really weird choices that don't make any sense to me, and I mean, I like Lyn too. Lyn's in this, you know, remake. She's a playable unit. I just don't like, and I don't think Lyn's story mode is particularly well handled. I don't like the Black Fang. You know, I think there's the bones of a really good game, and the most thing I really dislike about FE7 is everyone like, oh man, I really want him to make an FE6, FE7 hybrid game, which you can like carry over your stuff and all that stuff, and it's like, have you fuckers played FE7? Because its story could not give less of a shit about FE6 story. There's no follow through. There's no follow through in FE7 to FE6. Even when you go to Burn and they're like, hey, look at all this FE6 stuff. It's not like about FE6. It's just like, ooh, look at all these references. None of this part of the story is going to matter in the next part of the story, but whoop, 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 whoop. Hold on, this could all be one line. Whoops. I just like how they had to literally ask pull a second assassination attempt on Zeefield just to justify the FE7 trio saving Zeefield. I mean, what am I gonna say? Yeah, it ain't great. Like, yeah, that entire map is really dumb. Like, okay, here, I'm gonna go over in... I'm gonna go over again, my idea of how you'd, like, fix FA7. And that is that you don't do the whole fucking let's go to the Isle of Val twice. Because what happens... Here's what happens in FE7. You have Lin mode, which is entirely unconnected to Elliewood mode, except for the fact that it happens. Then, you go Elliewood mode. You go to the Isle of Valor. Nurgle tries to summon a dragon. He gets stopped. Everyone runs away. And then you dick around for the rest of the game so that you can go back to the Island of Valor so that Nurgle can summon a dragon again, get stopped again, but this time it's actually the end of the game, so we get a final boss. And, like, that's how that game goes! Why do you go to the desert and do all this stuff? Why do you fuck around in Burn? It's because you've got to kill time so that you can go back to Val. You go to the end game, and then the end game goes, ooh, sorry, we're not ready for you yet. So my change would be, first of all, Grand Conspiracy. Because I always love writing Grand Conspiracy. So, we know that, is Darren the Lord of, or, who's the Lord of Laos? I need to remember the Lord of Laos's name, and I need to... Darren. It is Darren. I also need to remember the King of Burn before Zeefield. Yeah, Desmond. So, here's the thing that we have when we look at the story. Desmond wants Zeefield dead. So that... Because he's too popular and it makes him feel inferior. Darren wants to rule, Lycia. He wants to essentially be its king. They're both, in a way, working with Nurgle. So lean into that. Lundrig, or whatever the fuck the guy... The stepbrother, or the brother of Lynn's grandfather, I think it's Lundgren. He's working with the Fang and all that stuff. They're all working together. So, that's part of the plot to weaken... Yeah, I have small penis syndrome. That's weakening... They're all working together in a plot to weaken Lycia. So the plan is that you get rid of Uther's allies. Laos soldiers go to Burn and they kill Zeefield. And after doing that, Desmond has, oh no, the most popular prince in the country has been killed. Fretting, worry. It was those dirty Lycians who did it, which causes a war between Lycia and Burn, in which Burn gets to do it, and Laos gets to show up and be the hero and put an end to Uther the Tyrant who murdered the prince, and get control of the Alliance and control of all that land. And everyone wins. Nurgle gets a whole bunch of quintessence because of all the debt, and the war's what he wants. Desmond gets Zeefield dead, and he gets to be the king who avenged the prince, and he gets to make Guinevere, best girl, which she already is, but, you know, bester girl. And Darren gets to rule Lycia. You know, everyone wins and gets what they want here in this exchange. So you'd start with Lynn stuff, and that'd be the opening to, like, ooh, what the fuck's going down? Then you'd move to, you know, then you'd do the Lycia stuff. Then you'd go to Burn, and then from Burn you would go to Nevada. From Nevada you'd get the weapon, and then you'd go to you should never go to the Shrine of Seals. The only reason you go to the fucking Shrine of Seals is because they're so desperate to reference FE6. So, fuck that. You know. And then you go to Val, and Val's your final stop. That works really well, except I probably should move butt to the previous line. Okay, so that should do it. Yep. Alright. That can easily be 2 lines. No, of course Zephyr would still be alive. You would be preventing it. That would be the whole goal. You are preventing Zephyr's assassination through false flag. Like, so if I go, so if I go this, maybe move half to the previous one. Like, the entire point is that you're, like, could like the appeal with Bud Dan's character? No. But, like, the entire idea is that you would essentially be uncovering this, you know, conspiracy slash mystery as you go around, like, the continent. Like, you rumble, you know, the attempt to assassinate Uther, you know, to do that. You rumble the assassination of Zephyr. You know, you go to Nevada, you get the things there. Like, you're uncovering this big mystery, who are the Black Fang, you know, why are all these forces working together? How deep does this go? Who's involved? And all that. That's what I think is missing. Like, the other thing that I think is missing is, like, when I talk about FE10, the thing I always joke about with FE10 is FE10 is 3 really bad stories and 1 okay story that doesn't matter. And doesn't make any sense. So, like, let's take Part 1. Part 1 is a story in which you liberate all of Dayan that skips over the entire liberation of Dayan. And it makes no sense why, but that's how that story goes. The liberation of Dayan happens off screen in the story about the liberation of Dayan. Alincia's story is well written, but it also has to, like, first of all, it has to conjure a whole bunch of nobles for the Kingdom of Crimea that weren't around and weren't killed by Ashnard before. If they turn Crimea into what us, they turn Crimea into Benyon. And also, since Benyon's now the villain of the game, all the characters who said they were going to Benyon last game now are in Crimea. For fucking whatever reason, because they can't be on the enemy side. We can't have recruitable characters on the enemy side. What would that be? A Fire Emblem game? That story's fine, but it has so many contrivances to get it to work. Then there's part 3, and holy fuck, part 3 is just the worst. It just does not make any content sense. It's just... It has the beginnings of a build that quickly leaps off a fucking cliff, because they really gotta justify why two groups of heroes are fighting, but they don't actually want to go through the effort of justifying it, or making either side in the wrong, or making either side, God, there's a reason that for the longest time I just said fucking blood packs, and then fucking sending stones, they ruin it. And part 4 is just boring. Part 4 is a really boring story that, is just the same thing in 3 different areas. Well, we gotta go there. Wow, it's super peaceful. Wow, there's nothing going on. Is everything still the same as it was before? Yep. Oh. And for added value, the one character in fucking Tellius that is Tormod, whose literal character motivation is the liberation of the Laguz and Laguz rights, is absent for the story about Laguz liberation and Laguz rights. He disappears for all of it and shows back up in fucking part 4 when it's all over. There's no conflict between him and Maya's group because of, the different things that have, been there, or what the fuck happened? Why have we only been live for 33 minutes? What happened to the stream? Did it go down? I guess the stream went down at some point. I was wondering why our viewers suddenly dropped and, where the fuck everyone went. Oh, God, how long was it offline for? You guys need to tell me that shit. I'm gonna have to do this, so I'm gonna move the mic away from my face and do some focused writing. Oh. Everything isn't muted. The music ran out, and I didn't realize that. So I will put something new on, and also let's run the assembler. Hold on for a second. And I'm back. Now suddenly it's too loud. I preferred it when it was quiet. Let's see, nope, that tank's still going. I should probably actually, like, set up proper playlists for this stuff rather than just whatever the fuck YouTube throws at me. Actually, no, do you guys have any recommendations or suggestions for soundtracks? Actually, no, I do have an idea of what to play. The OST to The Last Remnant, which is a game I really like. Unrecognized control code box 2. Fuck. There we go. Found it. Yes, I do often try to find songs that don't have lyrics with them, so that there won't be any awkwardness of me talking over the lyrics, talking over everything else, and everyone getting really fucking confused as to what the fuck's going on. Like an extender is good, extends Yakuza OST. Okay, is there any reason there's just no audio here? Just a really shitty uploaded video? Fuck you. Is that maybe too loud? Let me try and drop that down. That should probably be about right. Yakuza OST is great. I'll probably listen to that one day while we're doing this. Alright, let's see this conversation now that we've edited it in the game. Oh god. Resume. Is Sugiyama... oh, the Dragon Quest guy. We can probably... Ooh, I know what to do. Shall I... Leash? Makes it seem like he doesn't know if Zfield's even listening to him. Nasha, you're in charge of Operation Nova. Whenever it's missing. Okay. File. Yep, so... I That should be fine. Fox 3. Fox 2. Fox 3. With the wrong side is probably correct. Fox 1. Seems Fox 2. Whoops, no capitalization. Fox 1. Fox. Fox 2. And so let's give this the old spinneroony. Let's close the game. Let's rebuild this text process. And quite frankly, I'm getting to be in a ton of pain. So we are moving to the more lazy side of the stream, where I get to go lie down on the bed, and I get to talk to all of you, and you have to strain to hear me through the mic. Fun for the whole family, except for you people, but you're not part of my family. You're my friends. And, you know, viewers and people who I'm trying to please. Look, fun for me, because this hurts right now, and I really don't want to be hurt. One second. Oh, gosh. Ow. Ow. And scene. Okay. So if anyone's wondering why the audio quality just suddenly got extremely shit, that is because I'm now lying down in bed, and not directly at the computer. I can still work on the hack, which I will be doing, because it's like, I don't know the actual distance. It's not far enough. It's not that far away, and I've got the keyboard and mouse and controller with me. But the thing is that the microphone doesn't really, like, properly sit, and also holding one position is really awkward for me. You know, if you haven't noticed how I bounce my head around talking all the time and not directly into the goddamn mic, that's something that definitely happens. So, yeah, anyway. No data written. Unrecognized code N1. Or NL. Anal. There we go. So, yeah, I have to find out the actual good positioning, because, I sure as fuck don't know it. Run the text process again. Back again. So yeah, welcome to Extremely Lazy Stream, in which I try not to cry because my legs and butt hurt. I didn't think this chair would be so... I mean, if I'm sitting in it for fucking 5 hours at a time, it's gonna get uncomfortable. But you know what I mean, I didn't expect it to get that uncomfortable. So, while I wait for the assembly, it is open question times for literally everyone. What do you want to talk about? I just started Phasmo, so I have plenty of time to chat. Is Phasmo a game, or is that an area in Metroid? Oh, I know what to talk about. So, if anyone knows me, you know that I keep up to date with a lot of Pokemon fan games. And I do this because I fucking hate myself. And constantly give them tries, only to find that most of them are really shit. Anyway, one of the games that I follow, Pokemon Sovereign of the Skies, released its new beta very recently. Sovereign of the Skies was a game that I started playing, and I was like, wow, this is really interesting, like, for a game. But I can't help shake some familiar feelings. And the more I played it, the more familiar feelings I got, until I started to get pretty close to, like, the, end of, like, the opening prologue bit. And then it hit me like a fucking brick, and I went, oh my god, this is just Golden Sun. And everything after that was more, this is just Golden Sun. It's Golden Sun wearing a Pokemon skin. I don't think it's bad saying that. Like, I know Golden Sun is a very nostalgic game for a lot of us, including me. But I don't think it's actually very good. But I actually think that Golden Sun, the formula of Golden Sun works really well in Pokemon, because Pokemon often doesn't do new things and is like kind of stale. But Golden Sun has problems where it's like fucking wander around, I guess. There's no real signposting or direction. Like, it doesn't really have linear design, despite being a very linear game. So when you combine those two together, Pokemon's linearity with Golden Sun's greater focus on emphasis, world puzzles, and all that stuff, Pokemon winds up being better. I think it's just genuinely a much better experience. Hero Awakening and Three Houses waifus? Let's see. I don't really have an Awakening one. For Three Houses, probably Manuela. No, Anna's too much of, like, I don't want to be with Anna. I guess a Versa, for Awakening, I guess. Sure, I like the Dark Ladies. Oh, also that needed to be a box one. Capitalize it. Can I move was to the second line? Chimera is who I'm planning on, and Edelgard because I'm an edgy boy. I mean, I like Edelgard. They're just really good ladies in Three Houses. Like, I'm not saying there's a problem with Edelgard. But I do have a thing for villainous ladies. Fucking fight me, Edelgang. Edelgang is just reincarnated Camilla Gang. Fucking prove me wrong. I'm gonna try. Most here. By here. So now this line should go to here. This line should get a boost. Like this one might go a little further past. Now it'll be much shorter. I don't know how I feel about Most Trusted Forces. It could work, but I don't know how I feel about it. Oh yeah, Edelgard's a good character. You haven't missed anything, just me going over more text. This here. I love Camilla. I used to RP her and Xander most of the time. I mean, that's perfectly fine. I think Camilla is a really interesting character who is done kind of dirty by the game that she's in. Like, she's got a really interesting background as... Like, she was the older sister for a whole bunch of siblings, and then the Concubine Wars happened. And the Concubine Wars is a super interesting part of the story that is barely touched on. Honestly, like, I'm so much more interested in who Garon was before getting, like, so, the Garon we're informed of was deeply in love with, Azura's mother. And then she died, and he grew, with Catherine. And then he went and tried to fight, literal dragon god. And got killed and possessed from it. But it's like... Wasn't it the other way around? What do you mean, wasn't it the other way around? Was it Ayate? Was her name Ayate? I don't remember what her name is. Fuck, I don't really remember. The point was, he really loved Azura's mother. And she died when she revealed the existence of Val to him, and then he tried to fight, Anankos and got killed doing it. And, like, that's super interesting, because what spurred him on to do that? Yeah, Aret is Azura's mother. And it's like, so what spurred him on to do that? Like, was it an act of... They never explore the Garon who exists before the Water Familiar. He's always just the comically evil dude, and they never actually give depth to the character. Even though there's clearly depth waiting there to be explored. And that's the frustrating part. It's not that the game has no depth, it's that the game gives you enough to go, okay, what's gonna happen? And then the game's response to what's gonna happen is nothing. Nothing will happen. And it's so dumb. Like, no, but he wasn't... It wasn't like that, though. He was killed. Like, that's the entire point. The Garon's been dead for years. And, like, when you look at Xander as a character, Xander's another one who I'm, like, so fucking frustrated with. Xander's character is that he's the last of the siblings who remembers Dad before Dad went fucking crazy. You know, he's the last one who remembers their real father. So he justifies everything through the actions of, eventually, you know, if we do enough, maybe he'll go back to normal. And the sad thing is that that's never going to happen because, you know, the real Garon died years ago. And, like, you'd think that the premise of the Conquest story would eventually fall to, like, trying to prove to Xander that the Garon that he loves is gone. And, like, the end result is him finally realizing that, yeah, no, his father has been dead for years, and right now the only thing he can really do for him is to put down this imposter. They set up so many elements in the Conquest story. Like, there are all these little different areas that seek rebellion in and have no leadership because there's not one person standing around who can unify them. Like, with, that could be what he's hoping for, but who the fuck knows, because they never fucking explore that with the character. Like, the other thing that I'm talking about is that, like, like, you have the Ice Tribe, and you have, Chives, or Chives, or whatever the fuck, the place where, the Wyvern Lady is from. You know, the one is the only character they fucking kill, who was definitely Crimson, or Scarlet, whatever the fuck they called her. The point of it is it's like you have all these areas that are like, man, we're just waiting for a charismatic young leader to come along and lead us to rebellion against Garon. Like, it's not Corrin. Yeah, Scarlet. And it's like, it's not Corrin, and it's like, oh, is it gonna be Xander? Because, you know, he's the prince everyone fucking loves. You know, and we can sort of explore this character and everything, you know, he's doing, and you know, like, do so much stuff. And nope, none of that is how we're gonna go about this. Instead, like, fucking, I don't know, like, instead, let's go invade Hashida and then sit Garon down on the throne. It's so dumb. I think the funniest part for me was, like, of the Fates has really shitty writing moments was, after you're informed about what's up with Garon by Azura, Corrin goes, I'm going to have to pretend to be a brutish person so that he'll, like, lower his guard around me and I can reveal him. And Azura is there, and she goes, okay, and then the very next cutscene after that, you know, Corrin pretends to be evil, and Azura's like, what the hell's wrong with you, Corrin? Oh my god, I can't believe this has happened. And it's just like, what? Nor being low on resources and everything is like everything else. It's just like, fucking who the fuck knows? Gotta fix up and give this a box 3. Or cares, because the writers didn't. Yeah, no, like, then that's why I never RP'd on this, the original Camilla, more of the version I see of the story. Yeah, no, that makes total sense. It's, that's just one of those things where it's like, wow, Camilla, you could be a really interesting character if anyone who wrote this game gave half a fuck about your character. But they didn't, so anything that could have been really good just isn't. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh gosh.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out. For me, it's a case of like, there's no worth in spending energy thinking about the game. Like, I'd rather work on stuff I can actually fix, not stuff that... Okay, we're gonna leave boards to die because we need to, like, we're just doing testing. Oh, loose spawn. So now we've got to do the loose spawning event. So that is D1F and D33. So D1F. So first we'll hit save. We'll let control reset. Okay, we're just gonna copy paste this as it is, and we're gonna look at how it loads into the game. I mean, I'm thinking about how to fix this game, so, you know, it's not like it'll be the first for me. Also, I'm gonna close tiled view because we're not really using it and you guys can't really see what I'm doing. Second set of games, and to finally name the fucking continent. Still mad. Yeah, no, Fates is a really bad lore game that they clearly did not care about. So we've got about an hour left in us, and then I'm going to start cooking dinner and, like, yep. So we're going to try and get whatever we can do into the game, and then tomorrow we'll complete Chapter 3 and move on to getting the fuck out of this early game hell we're in. Yeah. Well, I naturally prefer earlier FE because it is actually what I grew up with, in comparison to, like, Awakening and Fates being on, like, a console that currently I no longer have, because my 2DS broke, and then my 3DS broke, and now I just don't have a 3D... Well, I guess I can emulate it now, but it's like, I don't really have a push to emulate it. And that's a super major thing, where it's like... I'll return a 6, I'll return a 8, I'll return to all these games. It's just like, do you want to return to Awakening? Nah. Do you want to return to Fates? Nah, not really. I just don't really care. There you go. Also, yeah, I haven't shown off to people who are currently viewing the stream and who haven't seen it before. Yeah, we have Danger Zone. Behave. Also, yes, as you can see, weapons have no uses. Staves do, like this, but weapons do not. I still don't like how this line goes, but again, Cass is gonna, Q is gonna have to go through it and edit it for me. Oops, gotta change that to box 2 for, nope. Okay, so yeah. Got the box 2 there. That's fixed. I shall be flying out to make the player. Or we'll change this to be will be. And we'll go, Evane still has not reported back about her attack on Foray. Moving lines around. Laughing stock. Looking like a stuff kid. Should do it. Cargo Sexuals is my two favorites are FE3 and TRS. Space for the Promise Me. Box 1. Sure. Hold on. What? I hit the save state. Like, oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so that just broke. I had a feeling it would do that. Bursts. Whoa, boy! Okay, so eventing for Chapter 3 is super odd because I've actually done the most work on Chapter 3. So as it terms to... But we've also decided to... But we also did that work years ago, and there are so many things that have changed since then, like, that we've got to change. So I would say it needs less work than less work than other chapters, but more than it really should. Also, yeah, I've got to, like, fix this because it's trying to call a non-existent face. Past definitions. Let's look at Got any... Also gonna change this to load robots because it was just load. Ooh, I know who to bring in. Ratface. Load Ratface. Bloody hell. Box 1. Red soldier. Okay, so let's... That should have fixed that. Oh no! Okay, run the text process. Yep, that's all great. Run the make hack. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, viewers on bigfollows.com. Wow, you just got fucking banned from my channel. Yeah, I'm gonna buy followers with the money I don't have to make more money. That's not a pyramid scheme. Well, those followers are definitely gonna fucking, what, bring in the... Fuck off. That's so dumb. Yeah, also, speaking of which, Sigma, how can I not just give you a crown immediately? What the... Oh, bummer, I was just about to damn that guy with my credit card information to get followers. Also, this channel doesn't have an issue with followers, this channel has an issue with subscribers. I was trying to make you a mod, Sigma. Anyway, since we're waiting for this event to assemble, this is my perfect time to shill. Did you know that you can use your Twitch Prime Gaming on this channel instead of, I don't know, fucking anyone else? If you use your Twitch Prime here, you get an emote. And also, no, that's literally it. You get an emote. I don't run ads on this channel. You get the warm, fuzzy feeling of knowing that you're financially supporting me and I might not starve to fucking death? I don't know. You fucking tell me. Like, yeah. I'm gonna be trying to stream daily from now on, so, like, you'll at least always have something to watch. You know, if you find Australians sitting down, writing things, staring at a black screen to be interesting. And it's done assembling, so I'm done chilling. Do what the fuck you want. I don't really give a shit. Let's bring this back up. Resume. Yeah, rat face! Oh, god damn it. Alright, that's too large. We'll make this a box 3. We'll have them cleaned up soon. Aren't you bandits supposed to be tough? And we'll do an NL here. Alright. Also... Oh my god, is it doing the thing where it's like, would you like to continue watching? Yes! Fucking game. Also, I'll make a quick save here. Close. Run text process. Ooh, wait. Did I hit save? I did not. Hit save. Close this. First of all, let's go to chapter 3. So that was D1F. And now we need D33. So go here. And search for D33. And now we just go to put this back here. Load. Hold on. Let's shrink this this down. Maybe not great, but I'm just putting something in here. Okay, so now we just get to do our fun things and chill. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna finish up the last of the events today. We're gonna go. So, for the people who aren't aware, this map is technically two victory conditions, and the first one triggers when you seize the throne. Which would be, well, I can't show you now because the game is closed. But, this is sort of like the big twist. Like, did you think this was just going to be a straight remake of FE6 with minor stuff? No. Once you seize the throne, the game turns into an escape chapter. But to do that, to stop people from, like, just re-moving and fucking around, and also to, like, better design the escape part of it, all your units have to be moved to the throne room. However, we're currently in a position where, like, moving those units is, we need to make some custom ASMC, which won't be done until tomorrow, so we'll finish that off in tomorrow's stream, and this stream we will finish up relatively soon, but after we, like, handle the last of the conversations, make sure the last of the events work. Another fucking messed up code. Here it is. Text. Run text process. Assemble the Avengers. So, like... Oh, we'll probably finish up today by, like, reinstalling the map, so that the map doesn't have any fucking breaks in it. Man, I'm looking at, like, the C's results. Schrodinger's Hector activate Monarchy spawn. I love my notes. But yeah, like, we had to nest so many events to get this one done. No, you don't have to move Wendy all the way to the throne room. She's going to be teleported there, and also she has 5 move. Excellent meme? Hey Fives, I almost mistook you for a bot there, because I have no idea what the fuck that came from. What's the excellent meme? Hector's gotta go in the healing pod. That is not... okay. Hector's, going in the healing pod is not actually far away from what is basically the secret Hector requirements. Bandits are the worst kind of people. Communists. Oops. Should have shifted that to a box 3. I forgot to do that. Check text. Box 3. Pass the turn. Oh, Hector just died. Fuck. I needed him to not die immediately so that we could, check the text, but... Okay, so... Events, Chapter 3, Hector dies. No wait. Hector... Save Hector is the name of the event where he just fucking gets yeeted. Save Hector. D1E. Okay, so again, we're gonna, like, pop this over and see what the fuck we can... D1E... Load... Bloody... Hector... Okay, I think we can go, like... Yeah, this is gonna be really awkward. I have to see it in-game to fucking know. Let's close this. Run text process. Wait, no, I'm just... What am I stupid? I need to just test this. So, go to events of chapter 3. And change save Hector to turn 1. Ah, no, let's make it turn 2. So, whoops. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Let's run the make hack. Okay, come on. So is the animal taking longer now, or is it still taking 3 minutes? Started at 15:49:25. So when will it finish up? 15:51:53. So yeah, seems about right. Okay, here's the other way to do it is while we're showing off the gameplay, we can just do it like this. Oh, way too long. First of all, box 3. Let's see if that fixes it, because, no, it probably won't. Let's do this. Anal. tile here. Okay. Run text process. Make the hack. Wide Hector. No errors or warnings, that's great. Resume. Okay, I can move wherever you are to the previous lane. Yeah, that might do it. Okay, so let's close it again. Wait another 3 fucking minutes for everything to be done. Okay. I'm gonna assemble this, check it, then we're gonna reinstall the map so that it's not broken. No errors or warnings, great. Okay. I feel like I should just make this 2 lines and you get to see the previous line. Oh yeah, no, Lynn's gone bonkers. I'm just gonna remove this NL and that should do it. That should be fine. Okay, well, that being sorted out, let's install the map again. So... first, let's undo all that we did to this map earlier. Right. Now let's save. Yep, oops. Close this. Now we will go... hold on. How do we generate a map into an event again? Oh god, it's been so fucking long since I've done this. It's been literally years since I've had to do this. Team X2AA. Thank you, Smethland. Team X2A. Yep, there we go. We'll run it. Wait, no, we'll open file location. Copy. Close. Okay, ASM, maps. Here. Rename chapter 3. Map installer, include should be correct. Yep, chapter 3 of the latecomer. Okay, let's double check the text has all been processed. Let's make this hack. Oops, game's still open, gotta close the game. It's midnight here in scenic hell known as Alabama, so I shall bid you adieu as I need sleep. Don't worry, once this assembly has been done and proven correct, we will be done for the evening. Thank you all for coming, though. I know we've been on for 5-6 hours. I don't know, I don't count these streams. Thank you all for coming. You really make it easier to work more on the game and put more of myself into it. I guess this is the last time I get to say, yo, if you've got... Oh, wait, no. What the fuck's up? Line 5, column 15 didn't reach the end. No, not that. Line 5, column 15. packs. Do I need to install it with Mapmaster again? I think I might. Yes, I would need to install it with Mapmaster again. I forgot about that. So we get to remove all of this, except for Ethan. Yep. Then we get to go chapter 3. And then the map changes. And then the end of that. So we open this up here. Where do we end it? Okay. So now we'll hit save. Okay, we go back to ASM. We go to maps, which coincidentally is not where we install this. Because these folders are, how do I put this delicately? We were doing development before development was a thing, so everything's fucking ridiculous. Place the files in those destinations. Okay. So now we hit the make hack. Come on, please work. Please work so I can go cook dinner for myself and, like, also properly rest and everything like that. Come on, event assembler. Assemble the event we want to see. No data written. Where the fuck is it? Symbol underscore chapter 3 isn't in scope. That is... Oh, I forgot the fucking underscore! Really? Game? Really? Yeah. Yeah. I swear this is taking longer than it used to. Or I'm just going crazy. Start assembling 1660. God damn it! 3 minutes just tell me that doesn't work. What do you mean symbol chapter 13 isn't in scope? Line 53. Chapter 3, the lake couple. Wait. Master A, no. Master B, no. Installer, no. Event data A. let's close this. Let's go. Chapter 3 of the late combat.event. Event data. I don't know why this is giving me this bullshit. Make hack. Elite? I'm gonna smack you upside the head for making that pun. Line 53, column 2, symbol underscore chapter 3 isn't in scope. It sure fucking is in scope. What the fuck do you mean it's not in scope? Do I need to add this? The other one didn't have it, but... Let me check. Chapter 1, which is base. Nope, that's a world map. So what's the difference between chapter 3 and chapter 1? Not that one, not that chapter 1. What's the difference between chapter 3 and chapter 2? Chapter 4, I should say. Has it got that? Has the thing been... Oh my god, is it because I don't have this? No, it doesn't have that. So... Underscore chapter 4 capital underscore chapter 4 changes. Bracket. Wait, is it because of this? I'm gonna hit save here. I'm going to hit the assembler. And if it breaks, I'm gonna put my fist through a fucking wall. Okay, come on. Come on! Just work! By the righteous tits of Ralga, why? Event data A, line 23, column 2, symbol underscore chapter 3 isn't in scope. Why isn't it in scope? Q, SHQ, chapter 3. It's like, what, why? Wait a second. When did this lose its underscore? No, that underscore was there! Also, what excellent timing on the music to cause me to fucking freak out. No, I typed that in! You all saw me do it! What? I'm going crazy. No errors or warnings, great. Holy shit. Okay, let's run it and let's test it. Okay, everything's fine here. baby. Come on! Why is this one fucking installing so badly? It shouldn't look like this. It should look like this. Hold on. Let's look at the properties here. Starts at 8.1. Ends at 9.3. Width is 2. Height is 3. Let's go. Not this. Where's chapter 3? Door change 1, door change 2. Okay. Door change 0, 8, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why it's arranging in that order though. is this doing this to me? You know what? If I need to update my tileset files, I'm going to do that off stream. It's really late, I'm really tired, and I'm really hungry, so I'm going to head off for now. We will take care of this. Thank you all for coming. If you like what I do here, you know, subscribe, donate, whatever the fuck. If you didn't catch this live, you can catch it on YouTube. So, yeah, see you later. Love you all. Take care. Fuck this game.